Today I am in McDonough, Georgia with the owner of Whole House Home Inspections, John Watson.
Hello, how you doing?
And he is gracious enough to let me shadow him. I am his intern for today.
That's right.
As we go around with home inspections, he has done many of my buyer home inspections, and I just love referring him because he explains things to them and he answers questions that they have, and they just feel so much more informed with inspection. So I am happy to refer them to John. Today's home inspection is going to take about, I budget about 3 hours, right?
Yeah, about 3 hours, yeah.
Because this is a 3-story home, it's about 5,000 square feet.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so I need to let him do his job. So come on, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
LED flashlights can look for water stains. You typically get them from leaking plumbing above the ceiling or through your ductwork if it's leaking, meaning that it's having an issue with ventilation. Around here, you want to recaulk all that, right?
Now, stuff like this, that is an easy fix.
Easy.
And I would suggest the buyer
Yeah.
do that.
I wouldn't pester the seller with it. But I'm going to call it out because I want that one.
Right.
And down here, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, because I recommend buyers ask for the big things.
Yep.
Sellers to do little stuff like that. That's an easy weekend project that you can do. Cost things. What happens if the toilet does keep running? Because I think I might have that at my house.
Yeah, so you'll do adjustments. So all it is the float was down a little bit more. It's not adjusted properly, so it'll keep running.
Okay.
Once it goes up, it's good. So you want to go in and adjust. Might be loose, depending on the age of the toilet. Or if you need to replace the entire flush mechanism, you can go to Home Depot. It's $20, and you can do it yourself in less than an hour. If this was the master bathroom and it was enclosed like a frameless shower, I would take the head and spray around the glass to see if it leaks through. That way if they in the shower, it's not leaking on the floor. So you want the fan. You want to make sure it operates, it's not too loud, and if there's no fan, does it have an exterior window to vent out properly?
Can you show them how that window pull
it open?
Yeah, so they can clean it.
So if it's locked, unlock, and you can tilt out. That way you clean your windows. Okay. You want to always clean this, right? For a few things, mildew and mold, right? Because what happens is the outside temperature, so say it's the summertime, you got the air going on outside, inside, outside is warmer, you get this condensation that starts getting along these edges. Then you get mildew inside the window. So you want to keep them clean. That way you know if it's a true issue with the seals being gone or it's just dirty. So like this one is pretty clean, but sometimes you don't know if it's, it's the seal gone in it or it's just a dirty window. So when you talk about spring cleaning, took the windows out and clean them.
And then when the seal is gone, that's where you start getting the cloudiness. And
exactly.
And to fix that, you gotta replace the window.
Yeah, so the good thing is, it's more, once again, that's one of those cosmetic things. You only lose like 1 R value, off the installation value of the window. So, but if you got a house large like this, you can have 30 windows.
And then
each one of them known, that's 30 R value. And 30 R value is like typical in the attic. You gotta think about it that way. So the more windows you have with lost seals, now you're spending some energy. So if it's just one window, no biggie. You can take it off, clean it, and not replace it. But if it's a lot of them, then you might want to go ahead and talk about those windows. You want to check, we got 2 tests. We have a pressure test and a sensor test. I'll do the sensor test first.
Okay.
So we know that works. So what happens is you should still have once you get about 2 pounds of pressure, it should reverse. It knows where to stop. When they install the door, they create it to adjust to the floor. So if it hits something besides the floor, it should auto reverse, right? Okay. So say you got a child on a bike, front wheel, back wheel, one wheel here, other wheel here, so the sensor won't be blocked. So now I can hit their head, right? Or a little dog, right, or a cat, depending on where they at, you can hit them. So you want to do a pressure test also to make sure they hit something. It goes back up. So a lot of inspectors won't do that on a metal door because they think they're gonna break it and they don't want to spend $400 to replace a door. But I'd rather replace a door and lose my inspection fee than hurt somebody. So make sure you get a pressure test, not only just a sensor test. So wow.
See why it's so valuable to have a knowledgeable home
inspector.
inspector.
Think about one of the reasons you don't want the seller there when you working, because I want to test all these GFIs and AFCIs, and I can't because she's working. I'll test a few. So I'll just basically do a representative number just because I can't test them all. So typically, if she wasn't working, I'll say, hey, you're going to lose some lights for a while as I go through each one to make sure it tests properly. And as you see, there you go. So it should have automatically triggered early. There you go. Some of them take a while. They should trip on every test. So as you see, that one's faulty. So it should pop. None of these popping. That one popped. So you got a few that's out, so we'll take pictures, faulty AFCI. So these help protect, fires, right? These cost about $45. If you replace them yourself, electrician on charge like $189.
So with the thing that was not tripping, the AFCI, is it right? Yeah. What is it? Is it something that you can see in here?
No, so what should happen is if I can't trip it, right? That means if something happens in that room where you get like a circuit interruption or a surge, it won't trip, and that's how you can get electrical fire in the wall. That's how house fires start.
Okay.
You say when you got an electrical fire, these should trip. It won't trip.
Okay. So what do they have to fix?
We gotta replace this breaker.
Okay.
Both of these out.
And John, is it true that home inspectors in the state of Georgia are not required? They don't have like a license like appraisers and realtors do.
That is true.
So, Joe down the street could say, I'm gonna be a home inspector this week and put a sign on his car. So that's why you need to make sure that you have a knowledgeable home inspector.
That is absolutely true. Anybody can wake up tomorrow and say they're a home inspector without going to any classes or anything. So what I do to protect myself, I got the training. I am ASHI and internationally certified and International Codes and Council. That way I know about building code.
Okay.
I do the continuing education, and I have a license, a business license, right? E&O insurance and general liability. So all you got to do is, if you meet an inspector, if they have credentials, tell them to do a new construction. Can't get any new construction out of the state. So
because you have to have those.
You got to have those to get in.
Okay.
You don't need a license. You should have a business license to operate in the state.
Okay.
That way you're covered and they have insurance.
Okay.
So the water heater, right? So we're gonna look for a few things. I want to see what type of supply line we got coming into the house, right? This your pressure reducing valve. You want to make sure it's not leaking. You want to make sure your overflow is free moving, right? And also not leaking. Any signs of rust. This is your drip leg or sediment trap. You want to make sure it's making a vertical 90, right? So it turns. That way any sediment and debris can drop into here. You can clean out by opening this. But if there's sometimes you'll see them where it's a horizontal 90. So that debris and dirt will just blow right past into your system. So those are things we're looking for on a hot water heater. Garage door should be a metal door, or at least heavy door, self-closing. That way, fumes from the carbon monoxide. Once again, weather stripping. Threshold is in place. Sometimes you'll have threshold and it's not in place or it's flimsy. So we'll make sure there's some type of support under that threshold.
If you are looking for a home inspector, I highly recommend John. We'll have John's information below. And yes, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. And I will see you in my next video. Please go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.